Leo, hi. Welcome to your September 2021 tarot reading. I'm Tina, your host, and as I always do, I'm going to get right into your reading. So now these are intuitive readings. They're also general readings, so I do like to remind everybody that they may not resonate, and that's okay. All right, Leo, I'm going to pull out a first layer of cards to get an idea of the general energies that are happening for you this month. And then we'll go in, dive a little bit deeper, and pull out some clarifying cards. All right, this is for Leo, September 2021. Let's see what's happening for you. I'm going to stop it here. Queen of Swords is at the bottom. Four of Wands. That's the situation this month. Could be related to home, could be about celebrating, reaching a milestone as well. All right, Queen of Swords is at the bottom. She is a very sharp intellect. Nothing's going to get past this person. And so that could be an energy that just surrounds you this month. Four of Wands, that's the situation. You could very much be thinking about like reaching a milestone here. Thinking about what you need to do to get this foundation going or to achieve this milestone. But it's kind of the 1111 card in its own way. This speaks of celebration, your hard work, really seeing it materialize and seeing it start to pay off. This represents a strong home or family or even community type of energy. And so that's what's really strong for this month. Also, so far, there's no major arcana, so that's really nice energy. In the challenge position, you have the Knight of Swords. This can be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Maybe it's just a conversation and it's about maybe not being headstrong, or somebody could be coming towards you a little headstrong. Nothing that's overpowering this reading at all. But again, it can just be a conversation, and it might be the communication style that could just be a little bit difficult or challenging. That's all I'll say with the Knight of Swords. Maybe somebody feels like something wasn't fair and that's what they want to talk about, or they feel like they've got to get something off their chest. Maybe you do. And so it's really, for me, it's more about communication style, because with the Knight of Swords, they're charging in, right? And so nothing major. Your focus is the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you take care of people here, Leo, but this is really about grounding yourself. It's a very nurturing and stable energy. It's also a card about, like, as much as you take care of others, you make sure you take care of yourself too, right? But look how she looks at this pentacle. She values it very strongly, and she's very nurturing and attentive to it. And so I feel like there's something here that you are nurturing and that you're very attentive to. And then day to day, you could just be taking care of things. Again, home and family could be a strong energy. Obviously, maybe not even just for September. That could be a big part of your life at this stage in your life, or this chapter. But this is you, if it comes to day-to-day responsibilities, really just executing things like a pro, honestly. So very great energy. You're stable, you're grounded, you're rooted here in reality. Your approach is the Two of Wands. Maybe you're thinking about changing direction here. You could definitely think about changing direction, maybe even quite literally just moving, maybe you want to relocate, especially with that Four of Wands can be a thing. Two of Wands is very much a card of personal power, strong willpower, very much feeling like the world is in your hands. You could be making plans right now if you've already chosen to change direction. The Two of Wands shows that you're in the planning phase, right? You're in the phase of like starting to give things more attention if you've thought about it before. But that's the Two of Wands. It's about changing direction. Maybe some of this will be stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? Those are some of the choices you could be, preparing yourself for, or even entertaining. But very nice. It's a card of personal power. I think you're feeling really good. I think you're feeling really grounded and secure. And then even in your environment, you have the beautiful Ace of Cups here. Very beautiful. Could be new love that comes in. And love comes in many forms. I mean, this could be a puppy. This could be a cat, right? This is just you allowing your heart to open if it maybe felt blocked before. Maybe you felt like you needed to protect it before. But this is very much a blessing here. A new beginning in how you show up in relationships, show up with yourself emotionally. How do you let it out? How safe do you feel as well? So very beautiful energy. Look at how it flows. Look at the white dove with the purity. The hand from the cloud indicating this is definitely a blessing and a gift. And then coming towards you, we have another knight here. You have the Knight of Wands. It can be a fire sign here, but this can be very exciting energy, right? This is motivated, this is inspired, this is very, let's take action, let's get things done yesterday type of energy, right? It's very pumped up. That's the Knight of Wands. It comes in fast. And maybe something even can take you by surprise. The Knight of Wands can represent that sometimes. All right, let's go in and clarify all of these energies. All right, clarify for Leo, please. September 2021 for Leo. All right, we're going to stop there. We got the Magician at the bottom. That is the situation. Challenging you. Where's your mind at? Your approach here, and then any external influences, and the near future, what's coming towards you. All right, clarifying the Four of Wands for the situation for you. You get the Hermit. I think you're thinking deeply about something when it comes to like home, family, or again, if there's something that you've been working towards, there's a specific goal or milestone that you're like really going within and analyzing and thinking about and doing some soul searching for some of you, but just really going within. It's a time of like, in a way, inaction. So even like that Two of Wands in your approach, again, was just you kind of starting to make plans. So you're really like going within right now. You're really thinking about where do you go from here? You're looking for the light for some of you, maybe for guidance. But it's like you're in this place and you're looking for some sense of direction, or you're trying to find things to become clear for you. And so that's the Hermit with the Four of Wands. It's really, just going within, giving something deep thought, right? Taking a step back to really give something like, okay, let's take a moment and look at this. What does it mean? What does it make sense? Make sense of it, right? But it's something that's very important, that it's requiring you to give it a very deep thought. Again, do you want to relocate? How are you going to achieve a particular milestone here? So these are the things. But home and family do come across very strong. In the challenge position, you have the Knight of Swords. You also have the Emperor. So again, there's something about communication style here that might need to be tweaked with that Knight of Swords. All the Knights are like teenager energy, right? So while they mean well, they do not have the experience or the maturity of the kings or queens, as I always mention. So it can be very good intentioned, but the execution could be a little off, right, with that Knight of Swords. So just something. So even if somebody comes at you that way, it's kind of understanding that, or if you're feeling like powered up to approach somebody because something doesn't feel right, then, it goes both ways. But you've got the Emperor here. I think there's something that maybe needs to be faced head on. Something definitely needs to be overcome and conquered here, but it can only do it by facing it head on. Right? The Emperor is dressed in armor, ready to fight and protect what they love. It's also about having good and strong boundaries. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but there it is. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in your approach is the Three of Pentacles. Not your approach, your focus is the Three of Pentacles. So you're really, there is an energy of building and creating something that feels safe and secure. Protecting yourself, protecting all that you've worked for, all that you've created. Three of Pentacles is like, how do I build together? What is the work required for this? That is that energy. How are people perceiving me? How do I perceive people? Am I able to work with people? Could be questions that come up for some reason with that Three of Pentacles, because it's just like that Four of Wands. There is a sense of community, and so it is a sense of like how you interact with others, right? And the Three of Pentacles, it just shows that you have a desire to come together and work together. Something is very important to you. That's why you're really kind of giving a deep thought here, trying to figure out what to do. because in your approach, clarifying the Two of Wands is the Five of Swords. So there's conflict with this, you know, and all the fives in tarot indicate that it's time to change our approach, right? You know, the Five of Swords can be like only caring about winning, right? And it's obviously, please, we all know, we've all been there, right? We let ends justify means because the ego took over, but without a doubt, not good energy, right? But I just feel like with that Two of Wands, you're just conflicted a little bit. That's why you're giving a deep thought. That's it. You're doing the right thing. You know, you're going within, you're listening to the inner voice, you're listening to the inner guidance system. You're using your life experience, right, to make this decision. But it's about changing direction here. Again, it can be physically relocating. It is, again, about your personal power here, making plans here. It just feels like there might be a pivot. And that's why you're going deep within. That's it. The Five of Swords is showing that you may not be 100% sure about what to choose, where you want to go. And that's why the Hermit is here supporting you to go deep within. Let the answer come to you, right? In your environment, you have the Ace of Cups, which is like such beautiful, wonderful energy. You also have the King of Swords. You know, this could be very much an air sign who comes your way and just feels really good, right? Feels like this has a lot of potential. This really opens up a new door for you. If not, the King of Swords, if it's not an air sign here, then this is you really just making plans. You were already kind of making plans, but now this is about like really creating a strategy and saying, how do I execute them? Thinking very clearly, thinking about what needs to be. It's a very decisive energy. It's very decisive. But whatever you're deciding here, you're using your heart, right? You're allowing your heart to be open, and you're allowing your heart to speak. So even though the King of Swords can be a very cold type, very analytical energy, the Ace of Cups is here to support that. This is also using your emotions, right? This is also using your intuition in a way. And then coming towards you, you had the Knight of Wands. You got the Eight of Cups here. I think you let something go here. Or you walk away maybe from a fire sign. Maybe a fire sign walks away here. But the Eight of Cups shows, like, again, I feel a pivot. You've already been deciding about changing direction, whatever that means. And then the Eight of Cups by the end of September shows that you're able to let something go to move in a new direction. You're going for that Ninth Cup. You're going for that wish fulfillment, right? You went deep within. You know that something, unfortunately, just feels like it's missing. It's not working. And so you're like, okay, so I don't think I'm going to find, this isn't going to be the source of my happiness right now. And it's about moving in a new direction. We're not burning bridges with the Eight of Cups. Not at all. Not at all. But it's about like maybe you're taking a step away from something because you have to, right? Something is definitely missing here. And you just, you know, it's not working. So you got to take some time. You got to move away from it. And you got to make sense of things, right? And if that's what your intuition with that Hermit is nudging you to do, I would trust it, you know? There's a reason the Hermit has gray hair. He's wise. He's been through a lot. So if you're being nudged, trust it, even if it can feel a little uncomfortable. But I would say just trust it. Again, it's not about burning bridges. It's just sometimes you do have to take one step back to take 2 steps forward. You know, it's that kind of energy. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If anything does resonate, then make sure to drop a comment down below. Hit like, hit subscribe as well. But anyway, as always, thank you, and I'll see you all very soon.